Hey everyone, I'm back. This is gonna be Red Rover Reverse video. Hashtag Red Rover Reverse video. If you don't know what it is, I have a few Red Rover Reverse videos you could go back and look at, please. But I'll tell you, it's just like that game we played when we were kids, when you'd have two teams and you'd yell Red Rover, send someone over. So this is created by Spring the Fiber Enthusiast. And it's really neat. What you do is you send other people from YouTube over to other creators' channels. It's networking. It's supporting, networking, discovering new channels. Maybe it's not crochet or knitting. It could be homesteading. It could be animals. Whatever you're following that you like and you'd like to shout out. So it would be hashtag Red Rover Reverse. I'm gonna ask you to go check out our Marieann, the crotchety clogger. Most of you already know her, but there's probably a lot that don't too. Marieann crochets. She makes stitch markers, does different things with bead stitch markers, and what is that other thing people do with those beads? Oh, row counters. Well, she clogs, crotchety clogger. She teaches clogging. She's just a real down-to-earth person. I forget how long I've been following her, but it seemed like from the beginning, I just kind of connected with her personality. Then come to find out, she has a very close friend that also has the Chiari malformation, the brainstem disease that I have. So that also helped Marieann and I to connect. But then she connected me with that friend. And if you go check out Marieann, she did I guess it would be called a collab, but it was a live of me and her friend with Chiari and Marieann, which was really neat. So please go check out Marieann the crotchety clogger. And if you do, if you could put in the comments in one of the videos, hashtag Red Rover Reverse, and let her know that I sent you over, Miguel, from Who Knows 7834. I really believe that you'll enjoy Marieann, and she has a very handsome, refined cat named Max, or Maxie. He's really fluffy. Okay, another one, Cheryl. That would be with a C. Vixen, Purple, Crochet, and More, who's over there in Colorado. I've been part of her YouTube family for a while now, and she does some awesome thrift store hauls where she finds great bargains on yarn, crochet books, and those stuffed animals like for making for lovies. I really miss being able to go to the thrift store, but it's just not in my budget right now, so I'm getting to see what she's finding up there in Colorado when she does her thrift store hauls. She crochets. She makes really nice amigurumi, and she has a bunch of pets. I forget how many, but there's a bunch. And also, I find her just so friendly. I really, the parking lot. Let me show you. My window's down and he came up behind my car and surprised me. He's sweeping up the parking lot. So go check out Cheryl. hashtag Red Rover Reverse. Her channel name is Vixen Purple, one word, crochet and more. Yeah, go check her out. Now another one, this is not crochet related, he's not in the Yarny community, is a young guy named Boyd, B-O-Y-D, and guess what? He loves chickens and has a bunch of them. I forget how many, but a bunch. And his channel is called Big, in capital letters, B-I-G, Feathered Farm. And he has a lot of shorts, but he does have quite a few videos. I really enjoy watching his chickens, and he has barn cats that keep down the mice population, and funny names for different chickens and roosters that he has. And like I say, he's a young guy, and he's just been loving chickens, I think, since he was a kid. And he really maintains his chickens, their coop, outdoor area and everything. He really takes good care of his chickens. And if you're a chicken lover like he is, like I am, like many people are, you'll really enjoy Boyd. So go check him out, Big Feathered Farm. And put in his comment, hashtag Red Rover Reverse, and let him know that Miguel, me, from Who Knows 7834 sent you over there. Okay? And I'll put these in the description for you too. I'm still out running errands, and I'm running out of steam too. I have been to Walmart to get oil for the car, and I put it in the car right in the parking lot. Then I went across the parking lot and I filled up the car with gas. And then I stopped off at the post office to mail off a letter to a longtime friend. And then I went to Tractor Supply. Let me tell you, Tractor Supply is full of peeps. I saw Rhode Island Red, Barred Rock, Leghorn, and I saw ducks. I mean, all of those bins, galvanized bins that they keep them in, were full, all of them. So they must just got a shipment in yesterday or maybe early this morning. And I got my chicken food. I'm so thankful that at Tractor Supply, my Tractor Supply, the people are very friendly that work there, and I always have to ask them for help. If they could please lift the bag, I buy a 50-pound bag. If they could lift it and put it in the carriage for me, and they always do. And then they tell me, when you cash out, have the cashier page for help and we'll help put it in your car. And they did. And I got talking with the cashier to ask her, do they ever get silkies in? I was told in the past that they never do, but the lady told me they do. They just never know when until the shipment comes in and they open the box. But then the other cashier overheard me, and she told me that yesterday she just exchanged a silkie that she's had with a friend of hers for an Easter egger chicken. She's never had an Easter egger, and I told her that I have a silky rooster, and I've had silky hens in the past, and I have an Easter egger. So we got talking about that. She's just can't wait for her Easter egger hen to start laying those pastel eggs. And I said they really do. Mine does. So she's excited about that. And what I'll do with this bag is, the bag of food is, I open it up in the car when I get home. And I'll go over to the chicken coop and I'll bring over that galvanized can that I have for their feed. And I'll scoop out, you know, a bunch of feed, not make that can so heavy I can't bring it back to the coop. And then I will bring over the plastic cooler that I have that has no lid, but it has wheels and a handle. And I'll be able to shimmy the rest of this bag out into that cooler and then wheel it over to the chicken coop, and I'll be able to scoop out more feed into the other tin, which is a popcorn tin that our Sandy from Left is Right Crochet had sent me a while back. That's how I do. Except last month when I bought the bag of chicken food, it was my fault. I didn't ask the kid to please put it on the floor. So he put it on the seat. And I got home and I opened it and I scooped what I could into the galvanized can. And then I left the bag on the car seat, the back seat, but I, folded down the top. Well, I think it was when I was on the way to a doctor's appointment. I had taken a turn and the bag fell off the back seat. And believe it or not, what I had rolled down came unrolled and a whole bunch of chicken feed went under my seat, and it's still there. Now, when I got home, I got a cup and I was scooping up, chicken feed off the floor and putting it in a tin and giving it to the chickens. But what is under the seat, the rest of it, I can't scoop out. That's another reason why I need to vacuum my car today, is because the car's starting to smell from that being in here. That was my fault. I didn't ask the kid to put it on the floor. Won't happen again. I had a $2 reward at Tractor Supply. So instead of the 50-pound bag costing me $19 and something, I only paid $17 and something. So I try to save everywhere I go. And I know that I go down to Garland to the old-fashioned feed store to get food, but at the beginning of the month I like to go to Tractor Supply and get the big sack. And then as I'm out during the month, if I'm in Garland or close by there, I will stop in that feed store and I'll get, they scoop it out for me. I'll get the chicken scratch, which has the different grains and cracked corn, and I'll have them add a scoop of sunflower seeds. Or if I'm running low on the regular pellets, I'll get pellets there because I'm there, and it lasts me until the beginning of the next month. Plus, my chickens, they free range. They eat grass and weeds and bugs all day. And I also, as you know, when I'm in the grocery store, I look for the greens, the bags of greens or the containers of greens, like collard greens and spinach and lettuce and things like that. When they're marked down, to be reduced, I get those and give those to the chickens. So they eat good. They sure do eat good. Now, from here, I've got to go buy the dog's food. I don't think I'm going to make it to the grocery store today for me because, like I said, I'm running out of steam. I mentioned in that first video I hadn't hardly been sleeping, and I still got some chores to do at home. And so, and I want to be able to sit down and just relax. I got to get ice on my shoulder. And then when that swelling goes down, I'll be able to pick up my crochet and do some crocheting. Because my hands, that problem I have with my bones and my fingers, it gets worse if I don't crochet. Some people can't understand it, but other people can. And even the doctor, said, the rheumatologist said, well, that makes sense. But not to overdo it, So, I guess that's it. Please check out those channels. And remember to please put hashtag Red Rover Reverse. Miguel from Who Knows 7834 sent you. Okay? And in the comments, let me know if you already know about these channels that I mentioned. I'd be interested to know if any of you, I'm sure you already know about Marieann and Cheryl, but I'd be interested to know if you already know about Boyd, Big Feathered Farm. Okay? So I'll talk to you later.